Hola! What's up, party people? Coming to you live from, I'm not gonna tell you where just in case some random people watch this. But anyways, I thought I would do a little video on how you can help someone that is dealing with cancer. So I'm gonna upload this onto my YouTube, and hopefully, fingers crossed nobody in your life has cancer, but if someone does and the statistics just keep rising, you might have some ideas on how to help them. The truth is, when I was first diagnosed, I had I just put a little picture on Instagram before, I told my family and my close friends, but I didn't go public with it for a little while. And then when I posted it on Instagram, I just got this outpouring of, oh my gosh, if you need help, anything we can do. But the reality is most people don't follow through with that. And some of that falls on the patient. You really have to be specific with how you want people to help you if you're the one dealing with cancer. But I mean, I was pretty specific, I think. So, here are some of the things. Let me look at my list here. Cooking, sorry, that was a really long delay. It took me a while to find it. Cooking according to dietary needs. So chemo fucks with your stomach big time. It really did a number on my stomach, and there's only certain things you can tolerate. Some people, like myself, make lifestyle changes. I cut out sugar and dairy and things that are thought to maybe affect cancer. Maybe's good enough for me right now because I already have it, so I'm gonna say, sure, yeah, I can cut that out if there's a possibility that it's linked to cancer. Some people don't. My point is this, I'm getting way off track as I usually do. Cooking to their dietary needs. And I know that it's hard. I've had so many people be like, I'm just gonna give you a gift card because I don't know what to get you. Guess what, guys? Not that I don't appreciate all the gift cards. It has fed my family. But for the most part, there's not a lot that I can get at restaurants. Everything's breaded and fried and junk food. There's cheese on everything. And, cooking to someone's dietary needs, it's not hard if you go to their Pinterest or have them send you a Pinterest link and just, put a little bit of effort, because it is hard for us. Yes, I have chosen to be, vegan. I'm not vegan, though. I hate saying vegan because I don't eat any of the vegan crap. I don't eat any of the fake meat. I don't eat any of the cookies or the crackers or the gluten-free this or gluten-free that. I just literally don't eat anything that's processed or packaged. It's all just fresh, healthy stuff. So just make a little effort. That's all. It's a big help. It's a big thing that you can do for somebody that's going through this, because I've said this before, I just have no energy to cook. It's really hard. I run out of gas at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I still have kids to take care of and kids to pick up from school and, dinner to prepare, and it's hard. And when someone brings dinner, it makes a huge difference. What else is on my list? Let me look. Oh my gosh. Over-the-counter medicines. It's funny, the first video I posted, I was like, oh, we're fine financially, no big deal, blah, blah, blah. Pfft, that was stupid. I don't even know why I thought like that, because my father-in-law had just gone through this a year before, and I know how quickly the little things add up, right? It's a lot of little things that add up. One of the things is over-the-counter medications. When you're going through chemo, there's a lot that they prescribe you and that you have to go and pick up at the pharmacy, but then there's a lot of over-the-counter medications that they prescribe as well. I had to get Claritin D, as in dog, and it's $25 or something for a tiny little, I think there was 12 doses or something in it. And I had to take that every time that I had a round of chemo. I had to take 5 days of that. So it's expensive. CBD oil. It's expensive. What else did I have to take? Oh, Imodium AD. It all adds up, you know, and it's something that when you're diagnosed, you're not thinking about, right? You're not thinking about the over-the-counter medications that you're going to have to pick up that are not going to be covered by your insurance. So that's something great that you could offer somebody that's going through this is, hey, you know, are there any over-the-counter medications that your doctor's told you to get that I can pick up for you? Supplements, anything? I also have to take a bunch of supplements. You know, I take vitamin D, vitamin B6, B12, folic acid, lysine, la 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 la. It's a lot. So, sorry, there's a car pulling in the driveway. She's probably like, what is this fucking crazy bitch doing? So yeah, that's something good that you could help with. Cleaning. Now this one's tricky. And this is one of the reasons that I plan to start, and it is going to be a nonprofit. I met with somebody that had some good information on it. So once I'm through treatment, I do plan to start a nonprofit that is going to just be based on volunteering and going and helping people with these services. But one of the big things is cleaning. So straightening up, simple enough, you know, it's easy. For me, it was very hard to let my friends and family clean, like scrub my toilets and stuff. But you know, one of the ways that to work around that would be to like pay for a cleaning service if you know someone that's going through this. Like if they're like me, if they're a weirdo and like, no, I really feel weird having you scrub my toilets because now you know how disgusting I am. You know, pay for a cleaning service. It's a huge help. It's really hard when your environment gets really out of control and you have no energy to clean it up. It sucks. I really get like anxious and chaotic, and I can't focus and I can't work if my house is a mess. Which is funny because it's always a mess, right? So yeah, there's that. Limiting company. So when I was diagnosed, like everybody wanted to come and visit me, which is great. You feel the love, you feel the support, but I could only last like 20 or 30 minutes, you know? And so if you're going to visit a friend, just be aware of that. Just be aware that they might be exhausted. They might not be feeling well. You know, keep the conversation short. And pay attention to them. If they look like they're going to sleep. Like I remember Anissa, my best friend, she came to visit me and we were just like sitting on the couch chatting like we always do, chopping it up at my house. And like, I started like yawning and she could tell like I was just like running out of batteries. I just was like, you know? And she was like, okay, I'm gonna go. And I was like, yeah, I'm sorry, dude. I'm starting to just like get run down. She's like, I see that, you know? So, and I don't know if any regular friend would have saw that, you know, that could be because we've been friends for 23 years and she knows me and she saw that I was like checking out of the conversation. I don't know, but just be aware. And if you do notice that they're tired, keep it short. Don't stay for another 20 or 30 minutes longer than you need to. Oh my fucking God, this one drives me crazy. It doesn't drive me, please, nobody be insulted that did this for me, but the coloring books, okay? Somewhere on Pinterest, I'm assuming it's the reason why everybody had mason jars at weddings when I got married. Fucking Pinterest did this. I don't know, but everybody and their mom got me coloring books and coloring pencils. You know, don't get me wrong, like I like to color, but I was not going to color for 8 hours at chemotherapy. And I literally have not seen a single person doing a coloring book at chemotherapy. I think when you're coloring, I don't know, it's kind of, like, it's something that's automatic and doesn't take a lot of brain power. So you might start to think about things you don't want to be thinking about. I don't know. Because honestly, I got all these super cool coloring books and stuff and I didn't color. And for me, that was the reason. That's not everybody's reason. But I think it's because it's just something where you're just do. And your mind starts to wander. And when you're going through cancer, sometimes a wandering mind is like not the best thing in the world. when I was at Cancer, I was either meditating, trying to empty my mind completely, or I would distract myself with the tablet and like watching shows or texting friends or whatever. I'm sure there's people out there that would love the coloring books, but ask them, hey, would you like a coloring book? Because I literally got like 7 of them. So, you know. I got a lot of gift cards to like places to eat out, which is great. Like I said, it's a great way to feed my family. But one thing I think a lot of people didn't think about that's food that they could have got was like a grocery store gift card. You know, buying organic is expensive. That's definitely another thing that would be good. Oh, great. And it turns out that I guess I don't have the full list here. You know, offering to watch people's kids can be tricky. Like if you know them really well, that's great. And yes, do it by all means. If you've never watched them before, I don't know. Excuse me. I swear to God, every time I make a video, I start to get indigestion and I'm like burping on camera. Apologies. I think, you know, if you've never watched someone's kids before, like this is just my personal take on this. I'm already feeling in a very vulnerable place, right? Going through this illness, and there's already a lot of worry about my kids and stress about my kids. Sorry, I'm trying to get the best hold to keep the camera still because I see it shaking all over the place. One of these days I'll invest in some professional equipment, but not right now. You know, you're already in a vulnerable place, and you're vulnerable, and you're already worrying about your kids quite a bit. And to send them off with people that you don't know, it's kind of tricky. Like for me, that was definitely not something that I was going to do while I was going through this. You know, my kids went with people that had already watched them, that I've known for years, their family, their close friends. And it was funny. It was like everybody wanted to babysit, and I'm like, oh, that's not 100% what I need, you know. Another thing that could definitely help is, a plane's about to fly overhead right now. Let's see how this goes. I'm louder than you. I'm louder than everybody. Helping them fill out paperwork or run little errands or something. No. You know, a lot of the like little tasks, like dropping off and picking up dry cleaning and filling out the registration packet for preschool or whatever. There was a ton of little things that, you know, the things that stack up as a mom. Having to drop stuff off at the Goodwill. What else? Getting the cars washed. Things like that. Those are definitely things that, like, if you have an hour to do them, it helps. It helps to have those things done because, you know, when you're dealing with the treatment and when's my surgery going to be and this and that, it's like, you know that you have to focus on that, on those specific things. But those little things, they're all still in the back of your mind, stressing you the fuck out. So, you know, see if you can lighten the load and ask and be specific. That's the other thing. So, you know, when you're a patient and you're dealing with this, if you are somebody that has been diagnosed with cancer and you see this, be specific. Ask for specifics. But if you're a friend or a family member of somebody that's diagnosed and you're just like, how can I help? Ask them specifics. Can I go to the grocery store and get your groceries for you today? Can I pick up stuff that needs to go to the dry cleaner or stuff that needs to go to the Goodwill? Would you like me to pick up your child, if you have car seats, pick up your child on the way home from school today or whatever, you know? Be specific with how you want to help and how you can help, because obviously some people can help in some ways, some people can help in others. It's not a one-size-fits-all deal. But if there's something that you know that you can do, for sure do it. Okay, So here we go with round 2, because I had notes saved in my phone, which obviously I can't access if I'm doing a video. So I'll get better at this, I promise. I'm just gonna clip these 2 videos right together. Okay, here's a good one. Don't suggest essential oils or natural stuff. For the most part, when you get a cancer diagnosis, okay, got a stupid phone call that interrupted my video, so now I'll have to clip 3 together. No big deal, whatever. Don't suggest essential oils or CBD or anything. Because there's one of 2 scenarios for the most part, right? Especially if you haven't had cancer. If you haven't had cancer, just be supportive. There's one of 2 scenarios. They're gonna get cancer, they're gonna make radical changes because they're doing research and they're already gonna know about that stuff, or they're gonna have cancer and they are too overwhelmed to make any changes, and suggesting a million different things to them is not gonna help. If someone who you know's child gets diagnosed with cancer, do not say shit, okay? It's not your business. And a million other people tell them, you should do this, you should do that, you should be giving her this essential oil, you should be giving her baths of frankincense, and fuck you, you don't understand, okay? I don't even understand. I have had cancer, but I have not had a child with cancer. I feel very strongly about this because I know a couple of people that, have had a child with cancer and currently has a child battling cancer, and just stop. Don't do that. Don't be that person. Because this is what we all do. Fucking eye roll to the max, okay? Oh, yeah, this is a good one. It's okay to be sad, right? But don't dump your shit. Don't dump your emotional... Oh, there goes my list. Don't dump your emotional shit on us. We've got enough right now. We don't need it. Take that shit to someone else, okay? You should have more than just one friend, and take it to the friend that is not dealing with cancer. That being said, that doesn't negate any bad stuff that you're going through, but like when it comes to our situation and being sad about us, that's what I mean is, Anissa, my best friend, I've already talked about her once in this video, in part 1. The day that I told her, dude, she fucking broke down. I was like, oh hell, I'm gonna have to avoid this chick the whole time if she's gonna be like this. But no, she went home, fucking cried her eyes out, got her shit together, and then came back as my supportive homegirl that I knew she would be. You can't dump your shit about this situation onto the patient. We are dealing with enough, bottom line. Leads me right to my next thing, which is show up. If you say you're gonna show up, show up. If that person is important to you, show the fuck up. Because I don't give a shit if you think, oh, I just don't want to see them that way. I want to remember them healthy. It's not about you, and that's the most fucking selfish thing you could say. It's not about you. You're doing it for them. Could you imagine your kids not showing up at the end of your life because they don't want to see you sick? Give me a break. So don't take that policy with anyone else. Sorry, FedEx guy's here. This is a wild ass video we're making right now. If someone you know is sick and they're important to you, you need to show up. Bottom line. That's it. Don't make excuses. Oh, I don't want to see them sick. I don't want to see them. No. Show up. What else? Oh, yeah. Okay, this is the last one. Let us talk about it. It's obviously a giant elephant, a big elephant in the room, right? Like, I have cancer. I know I have cancer. Should we maybe address it? Don't try to act like it's not happening. Don't try to avoid talking about it. And if someone that you know has cancer and starts talking about it, don't try to change the subject. Just listen. Don't offer all that positive crap because we don't need it. I shouldn't say that. I can't speak for everybody. For me, it's like, I appreciate when people are like, oh, just stay positive. I'm like, duh, bitch. Like, of course, I'm gonna be fine. But I just think, you know, you gotta listen. You gotta be a good listener. Don't try to give advice if you haven't been through it. If you have been through it, give advice. I have had so many, by FedEx, I've had so many survivors come up to me in public, you know, because I'm bald and I'm not wearing a wig or anything, so it's clear that I'm dealing with something. I've had so many survivors come up to me and be like, you know, hey, I've been where you're at, you're gonna be okay. That's totally different than someone that has never had cancer saying, you're gonna be fine, you're gonna be fine. You're telling me you're gonna be fine for your own sake, you know, like, no, just don't. Just be supportive and listen. Don't change the subject if we bring it up. Let us talk about it. Let us word vomit like pretty much this entire video is. And yeah, I think that's it. So again, I hope you guys are having a great Monday. And let's be positive. Kick the shit out of this week. That's not positive though. Saying kick the shit out of that's not positive. Let's make this week as amazing as we can. All right. For now, that's it. And I hope this helps anybody. I'm really sorry if you have a friend or a loved one that's been diagnosed. I'm even sorry, or if you're the one going through it, I know how that feels. But I hope this can help. Okay? Hope you guys have a great Monday. Let's smash this week with positivity. Bye.